Welcome everyone to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Buffalo Bulls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Here's the pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage and reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Still looking. Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but, man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it.
It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Let's it fly. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs that hook.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. Buys a little time with his feet. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Bulls will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Slings it. He's got him wide open. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Snow. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's Roberson. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Morrow. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football.
Picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And how about about this defense, man. You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the Buffalo offense will take over 1st and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Using his legs to buy some time. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a long 4th down drive, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He makes the catch. Gets it to the 30. And clock stops to move the chains. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And it's a turnover on down.
So he took...